Now let's touch base on what's working for bidders at the moment coming up with auctions. We know how sellers can capitalise on the high clearance rates, but for those who are making assumptions that they might get outbid every weekend, that there's multiple bidders, what would you say to buyers going out there this weekend?
It's a really topical conversation. It happens over a barbecue or a glass of wine or beer on a Saturday afternoon amongst family members. Everyone's got their strategy and everyone's got their own opinion of what's the best way to buy real estate at auction.
They do.
What a buyer needs to understand is that they're in a negotiation at the auction, not in a negotiation with the owner, they're in a negotiation with the other bidders. That's a big thing. The other thing to remember is that no one else knows what your limits are. That is something that although you're thinking it, unless they're reading minds, they don't know it, right? So a lot of people have the strategy where they will hold back from bidding, but as an auctioneer, I got to tell you, you will give more attention to the people that have identified themselves as the bidders than you will for people that are holding back in the shadows waiting.
So of those strategies, like you said, wait in the shadows or come in strong, what strategies are you seeing working well in 2020?
So to me, I always say to a buyer, especially right now, you need to have the three prices in mind. You need to have the price that you know you'd love to buy the property at. You have the price that you know is fair and you feel comfortable at, and then what's the stretch price? It may hurt today, it may hurt in 30 days time, but in 6 months or 12 months time, you're glad you went there. If you've got those three prices in mind, really sets you up with where you need to be on auction day. And my advice is always to bid hard and to bid fast and to be confident in your delivery of the auction. Very nice, loud, very clear, because the reality is in the marketplace that we're in right now, properties aren't selling for bargains. You're going to have to pay a reasonable price for the property. And so my opinion is that sometimes going in hard in a negotiation and bidding loudly and bidding strongly in large increments is the best way to ward off your competition. The best way to almost psych your competition out, because they might think, geez, this person's got an unlimited budget, and they just start pulling back.
And we've also discussed before, it doesn't give the other guy who's trying to crunch the numbers and push for every little $1,000 bid to work out whether they can push that bit further. You might shake them off a bit early.
Exactly.